Ooh, we are down to the wire. We are fighting, leading it into us recording about who's going to lead.
Who's going to go? You going to go? Yeah, I'm going to go. You got stuff. I got stuff. We all got things to talk about. We're just excited here.
We have a lot of brains and candy.
I bet there are some things that might overlap. So if
I hope so. There's one thing in particular.
Oh,
wait,
really?
what's yours? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of a documentary that could overlap.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
But that's not as funny as the one I have.
Oh, well, we'll have to well, maybe this will be a combo episode. We'll hear some from Susie and some from me because I am really interested. How about this? Tell me 2 things from your list and I'll tell you 2 things from mine, and that's how we'll create the table of contents.
All right, you do yours.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about the documentary What Happened to Amy.
Oh, yes.
The 3-parter.
Yes, we have an overlap.
Okay, I knew it. I knew it. I want to talk about that.
It's called Amy Bradley is Missing.
Is Missing.
Yes.
And then I want to talk about the power of little treats and an article I read I believe it was in the I have to double check where I found it. Something new. On a generational shift of self-care and the language we use around it that I think is
love
really
a little treat.
I love a little treat too. And if you say, would you like a little treat? There's no way I'll ever say no. So maybe we'll dive into that later. What is on your list today?
Well, one thing I want to talk about that is a big treat. I don't even want to say what it is, but it's a viral sensation that is like brain candy core.
What is this?
So funny. Do you want me to just say it?
Yes, I do, because I have no idea what you could be talking about.
Oh my God. We have got to talk about the cheating couple at the Coldplay concert on the Canoodle Camp.
Oh my God. Yes.
Because brain candy always admonishes.
Yes.
It's not the crime, it's the cover-up.
Yes, we've said that. We always say that. Absolutely.
And
Dude.
This is the best example. Not since Nixon.
Right.
Or Clinton or Trump has there been a cover-up that has been greater in consequence than the crime itself.
Wow. I mean, okay. So let's start there because this feels like we got to just dive into it. We got to talk about it.
Dive.
Okay. So
clearly you've seen the video.
Oh yes, I've seen the video. How could you not? You would literally have to be living under a rock at this point.
The memes
not see.
Plenty.
Oh, they write themselves. So this couple goes to a Coldplay concert. And couple, I put that maybe in quotes, like couple wink wink. But they go to a Coldplay concert and they're doing what any couple that's cheating on their spouse is doing at a Coldplay concert. They're rocking and swaying to the music. They're getting close. They're looking like teenagers on a date.
They're making spoons.
They are making spoons. And then Chris Martin, the camera pans over. And shows them embraced. And Chris Martin goes, oh, look at this.
No. Oh, yeah.
He says, look at this couple over here. And they recognize that they're on the Jumbotron. And then, rather than being fucking cool about it, and then nobody would even care, and we could move on, then to the next person, these two reacted like, they got caught with their pants down in a way and instantly went into like panic mode, which then caused Chris Martin to say, you guys are either really shy or cheating.
We all know that reaction. We all know they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar.
Yes, they did. And cookie jar is her pants.
Yeah. I am not kidding you. not since Luigi Mangione has a viral story made me this happy. And it really has brought us all together as a nation.
I do feel like we kind of needed this.
What do you predict will happen? Do you think he'll end up on like Dancing with the Stars or something? Because you know how these clowns fail up.
Right.
The HR lady will be like fucking homeless. And then Andy, he'll be on Dancing with the Stars in 2 months.
Here's what the biggest upset for me was in this story. Learning that the company is called Astronomer and they're not actual astronauts.
What do they do? It's AI,
I have no
right?
fucking clue.
I think it's an AI startup.
It's probably something like that.
But I don't get... Well, this is like power people. So because they were power people...
Yes.
That's why they reacted the way they did and hid in shame.
Yes.
Because if it were just like a janitor and a cashier,
Right.
they are just going to be like, they might do like the, like,
Right.
I'm shy, I'm embarrassed, but they are not going to run for the hills
Yeah.
like morons.
And the other thing that happened was the people behind them and around them looked giddy that they were being called out for cheating or caught with this. Like they had their hands up in the air like, yes, you figured it out.
Or they just want to be on the Jumbotron? People do act like idiots on the Jumbotron.
They do.
That's undeniable.
They do
But-
act like idiots.
I will say, you know what? I'll throw them a bone.
Yeah, throw them a bone.
One thing I like about this couple is there's no big age gap.
I like that too.
You know, he's cheating, but he's cheating with
Somebody age
respect.
appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's age appropriate at least. That's all I can give them though. Beyond that, I'm just like, have some chill about you for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
You could have avoided all of this if you just kept swaying.
Right, and just did like a little wave to the audience, then nobody would have been none the wiser.
You could have even hid your faces. It was the running away that is what sealed their
Yes,
fate.
The cover up, as we always say.
I love it.
Do you think this is one of those things where we should like stay out of people's business and it's not and let them, you know, deal with the fallout from this? And this is why we need privacy or blah blah blah, or is
No.
it like there's no assumed privacy when you're going to a big old concert like that?
There's no assumed privacy. I don't think you should email her boss or, you know, anything like that. I don't think you should email the company. I don't think you should
I don't
like
think that anybody should have to step down for having a fucking affair.
Well, it's because she's in HR and they didn't like make it.
Disclose it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a problem. And because you're the boss and this is your underling, these are problematic
okay, that
elements.
is a problem. That's a big problem.
The affair part, I don't think you should be fired for, but
Right. HR. She works in HR and she didn't think to do that, lady.
she knows better.
She
Toby.
does know better.
Yeah, she knows better.
Toby. She could have secretly filed something and like
Yeah, really.
her husband didn't have to
really
know.
could have done it.
They could have been fine. They could have been like cheating on the books.
Right. And I think that anybody a civilian out here who's emailing like the wife or the husband or dealing with
What are
any
you
of their
doing?
family members, that's fucked up. But
I agree.
Privacy, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it I mean,
Don't
now
act like
you've
an
told me
idiot on
that
a
the letter from him was fake, but the letter that was the fake letter from him said like, you know,
Oh, from
People sh-
him?
yeah.
Right. And he
People
quoted
shouldn't
like
be-
Coldplay lyrics and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, that's what I wanted to ask you too. Like, don't you think it is the perfect concert
Oh,
too?
of course that's
of course
the concert.
It's Coldplay.
That the couple like, and isn't he a cheater?
Is he?
Chris Martin. I feel like there's
He seems like he is.
kind of seems like he is doing too. The other let's play. What other bands
Yes.
would have been
I was thinking about this.
Maroon 5?
That's the best answer.
100% Maroon 5 is what they're going to.
That's actually that's a better one.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have been Maroon 5.
Like what concert should it have been?
Do you think that that's because of Adam Levine?
No.
Because you remember when his wife was pregnant and then he slid into the DMs of that lady?
The other one that would work, even though it's like I'm just naming shitty guys here. John Mayer.
Oh, 100%. Like all these like white,
yes,
middle
anything
tempo.
That you're like swaying to. Yes, it's the mid tempo. It's mid tempo sway music. It's music that like white guys can dance to, but like not have to try so hard. But they can like
the head
wrap.
bob.
They could like wrap their arms around some.
Oh my God.
Okay. Chris Martin. Did Chris Martin ever cheat? Let's see.
Maroon 5 and John Mayer are exactly right. All right, look that up.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk about something I would never cheat on, and that is Nutrafol, because I am loyal. I take it every day. It helps keep this bleached hair on the grow.
Yes.
Because I had an incident a few years ago, you remember, and I've been in recovery ever since. And that has gone so well thanks to Nutrafol. And it is science, and it is doctor recommended, and it is the real deal. It's not like voodoo. And you just take it. It's a supplement. It's a #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement. And it's going to give you the results that you want. You'll see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair and less shedding in 3 to 6 months. This summer, stop worrying about your hair. Start making memories. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off for your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com. Enter promo code BRAINCANDY. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code BRAINCANDY. That's Nutrafol.com. Promo code BRAINCANDY. What did you learn?
Okay, so I did see that they had nothing. They could not confirm the rumors, but there are multiple rumors that he reportedly had an affair with a Saturday Night Live assistant while he was still married to Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, and very specific. And
Sure
then there was
is.
another one that he rumors of a potential affair with an Italian model after his relationship with Dakota Johnson ended. However, Johnson was later seen wearing an engagement ring, seemingly refuting the breakup rumors and the cheating allegations. So,
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he
sure he
did.
did, too.
It'd be weird if he didn't.
right. Exactly.
That's why he shouldn't say shit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That
maybe he's
is-
the problem.
That is the problem I had. I had the problem with him
You
saying,
felt like he
like,
could have played it cool.
be fucking cool, dude. You're
Do you think if he had said that it would have gone viral anyway? I don't think so. Now
I
that
don't
you
think
mention
so.
it,
I don't think so.
it's the cover up, but also the spotlight.
Because he
on
could
the
have,
cover.
like, they could have just done that. Could have said, "Oh, they're embarrassed. Let's go." Like, they're shy.
Yeah,
and then cut
go to the
somebody
next
else.
one, and then it would have been over.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that sounded
that
like
feels messy. It
and it
almost
feels
felt like he
like
knew them.
it feels like he knows how a cheater acts.
Yes. Yeah. He knew exactly. Ooh, I like our theory.
Wow, this is the underreported element.
The Chris
Martin
is what's
factor.
happening is that he knew how to react. He knew what a cheater acts like. He's like, "Oh, I know that face."
As soon as it happened, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to talk to Sarah."
You know what I was thinking? I was wondering what direction you were. I knew that you were going to love the story, but I was wondering if you were, because my instinct was to be like, Chris Martin is blowing up people's spot.
Yeah, I'm
And,
glad you
like,
said that.
I was thinking that that's where you were going to go with this, and you were going to be like right out of the gate, like
How dare he?
messy, you know.
But for me, it was so in line with what we're always telling people. Like,
Yes.
it's never the crime, it's the cover
Play
up.
it fucking cool, dude. What are you doing?
Stop denying stuff. Just like let it ride.
I really am interested to hear the answers to what other band,
Yeah, because you've come
What
up with the best ones.
what concert did they go to in some alternate universe where it wasn't Coldplay? Maroon 5.
What about no?
John Mayer.
It's all going to be male singers, right? Like nobody's going to do that at the Pink concert.
You know what? Pink is one where it could.
Lesbians.
That's a good. Yeah. Yes.
Lesbians are at the Pink.
Are definitely doing it.
They cannot get enough of her.
And you know what?
Guilty.
I get it. Guilty. You know?
You're all
maybe
the
it's that she's
same.
always wearing a harness, doing all those
It's the harness,
acrobatic
it's the
tricks.
hair, it's the attitude.
Yeah, we're into that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where the Leslies are doing it. But that's a fun. I can't wait to hear your responses too.
Yeah,
What other
because
bands are they going to?
my concert experiences are so unusual because they're all old people, and in that case, I'm just like, yeah, I get it. Whoever, you're like so
right?
old.
They're all on their third wife or something at that concert. They don't
or
even
like
care.
Widows.
They're like, they totally don't care. But there's definitely a
this is like. Yes, a specific age group where you're like still trying to pretend like you're cool.
Yes. Oh man.
Maybe what about? I mean, no, it has to be soft rock. It can't be like Guns N' Roses.
Nope, that's too cool. Because those guys committed. They're not cheaters.
That is so true.
They're not cheaters at the Blink 182 concert. They're the guys who have been with their high school girlfriend the whole time, and they are like, "Honey, I got you a shirt and this souvenir cup."
What about Bon Iver?
They
too sensitive. They wouldn't do it.
They're not. They might not be the cheater type, but they're definitely
They're too into themselves.
They are the love bomby type. They're not like they're not cheating poems. Because they're like writing poems and they're they're getting cheated on.
Oh,
that's what's happening. You know who's at the Bon Iver concert? Her husband. Facts. Yeah, the nice guy.
That's what I want to see, though. I want to see the people that were cheated on.
Totally.
And I want to hear what went wrong.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil,
because
make it happen.
I'm actually not even mad about it. If these were just two people who are in marriages where things have kind of like fizzled out, maybe their kids are grown up, it's run its course. They have separate lives. Maybe they vacation separately. Like she just goes on work trips, and he loves hunting, and he goes on his hunting trips every year, and they just aren't connecting anymore because he is a Fish fan, and she just wants to listen to Coldplay, and then she met the guy. You know?
No, we're not judging the cheating.
No,
we're judging
not at
how
all.
stupid you are on jumbotrons.
Yes, that we are judging.
Like, still, just chill out.
Yeah. I think I would panic if and I do know that we were on a Jumbotron recently, but that was with a lot of warning, and I knew what I was going to do, which is like, it's the seventh inning stretch, take me out to ball game, got it, no problem. But if if I just appeared on the Jumbotron,
what would happen?
All bets, who knows? Who knows? I don't know what I might crumble under that sort of pressure. I do weird shit when the spotlight comes on. This is like how I made it on reality television, I think.
I don't think you would do what they did. I don't think you would run for the hills like a moron.
If I were cheating, I probably would.
You would?
I probably would.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I would like think everybody just saw. You'd think you were exposed. And that feeling of being exposed would make you react strongly.
She should have just turned around and put her head into his chest.
Yes.
And then he could have played it off like, oh, she's just like, that's classic Bethany.
Oh my God. Here's also what I want to know. This has now become a really fun conversation. I mean, it always was going to be a fun conversation, but I didn't realize I could talk about this for literally a half hour. Okay.
I knew it.
Oh, fuck. What was I going to say now?
Well, I said she should have nestled into him and he could have played it off.
How high up at a job? Like, what job do you have to have?
C-suite.
to where C-suite, you're like to where you think, oh no, if people see me on the Jumbotron.
It is an inflated sense of self.
It is, because I
witnessing.
guarantee you
Nobody knew.
You know, person who like runs the manager at Ann Taylor Loft and the guy who's working at like, you know, the movie theaters do not have that reaction when they're on the Jumbotron cheating. So
That's
like
my point.
what you gotta like.
You have to have delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
Because
or
you're not a celebrity. But it's like they were just famous enough to do it,
to think
to
that
canoodle publicly.
Yes.
And know that it's fine unless they get on the Jumbotron.
That's a good point, because I am, I mean, not famous, but recognizable enough in my mind to where I would never want to be like, I would think somebody will see me.
You got to keep it cool in public.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that delusional?
No, because you're recognizable.
People would love to see me. It's like that Schadenfreude thing. Like you want to see somebody on reality TV get a DUI or some shit.
But like a CEO of some dumb AI startup,
who
fuck
cares?
Yourself.
Right. You are not that recognizable. I'm like, sir. I would have. Who cares?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting.
I love it. So thank you to them. Andy and what's her name? Kim. Whatever.
I do love the memes that are like, so who's good? Like, what is it? It was like, what's her name? Nicole Kidman dusting off her wig for this part.
Totally. I would go to see that movie.
Absolutely.
Because there is a story that is worth telling here.
There absolutely is. And even if we just like make up the rest, it's very funny. So I wonder
it's
what
these
will
sort
come
of like
from this
rich, upper middle class white people are so insufferable.
Yeah.
And what city was this,
I
by
hope
the way?
that they have children. I feel like it's going to be like upstate New York or something.
Oh, they might have kids. I don't like thinking about
No,
that.
but if they have kids that are in their like late teens or early 20s and they're like the kid, I love this generation of like messy teenager who then gets on social media and tells all of their parents like what was it? There was a politician's daughter.
Kelly Conway.
Yes. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that was great.
It's so good.
She was like on TikTok or Snapchat or whatever.
Yeah. She's like, what? Liar.
Liar. Right. Yeah.
I live for that kind of shit. So I want that. I don't want like young children who are going to be at all affected, but I want the kids who are old enough to be like on TikTok telling us the real story.
Being like, can you believe this bozo's like my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we know more about the families?
Well, we might soon. Who knows?
Yeah, that's inevitable.
Yes.
I'll tell you what else is inevitable, and that is me getting a Hungry Root delivery because
if you'd like
can't
to save
stop.
money on groceries, if you'd like to eat healthy, if you'd like to save time and energy and all of that, then
Then you
Root's where
must.
it's at.
Yeah, because this is, I always think of it as like a hybrid between meal delivery kits and grocery shopping delivery.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of like they pull from this pantry of items and then you can make these recipes, but you don't have to. And then there's all these snacks and breakfasts and desserts as well to supplement the meals. And it's just like a treat. And we're moving closer to school time.
Oh, it's going to be great for
busy,
that.
busy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I feel like this would be helpful to if you have a kid who you feel like maybe is old enough to be packing their own lunch and doing that. Like this is like
Yeah, Link loves this stuff.
Yeah, all the ingredients right there, they can handle it themselves.
They have like beef jerky. He's real into that. There's like these little tiny pancakes. Have you gotten those?
Yes.
They take like 2 minutes to put in the skillet. Stuff like that. It's stress-free. It's tasty. It's easy and affordable. I really don't know what the downside could possibly be because it is so convenient.
I even edited all the meals, not all of them, but I made some of them like friendly for camping. And so we had like the perfect
That's an
camp.
option.
Well, it is when you know what the ingredients are and you can bring the things that are perfect for the cooler. So I got to like pick the meals that were
That's
best
awesome.
for camping, and it made it so fast and so easy
Life
and
on the
already
road.
like done, taken care of.
They have a deal. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for a limited time. Get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/braincandy and use code braincandy. That's hungryroot.com/braincandy, code braincandy to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/braincandy, code braincandy.
Okay, let's talk about the Netflix documentary.
Oh my God. Okay. Give them the summary.
Okay, so the documentary is about a woman. Let me get her last name. What's her name? You said it.
Amy Bradley is
Okay.
missing. Yeah.
Amy Bradley.
Yes.
So Amy Bradley goes on a cruise with her family, and this is sad. Her I don't know, this little detail makes it even more like devastating for me.
Mm-hmm.
Her parents won this cruise. They were
Yes, they
insurance
earned
salespeople.
it.
They earned it. They
Yeah.
did really good work, earned
Best
this
sales
trip
of the
yeah.
year.
And they think, oh, it's just going to be for me and my husband. And then they are excited to learn that their kids get to come too. They're adult kids. So they're like 23, 26, around those
So
ages.
cute. Really nice family.
Really nice family.
Yeah.
And they're on this cruise down to like the Caribbean, like
Mm-hmm.
that St. Thomas, St. Bart's, like that kind of area down there.
Mhm.
And Curacao, like the Bahamas. I guess that is the Bahamas,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And on what I think is like day 3 of the trip, the kids are out late. They, they're they're out, having fun. They go to the discotheque. They're, dancing, having a good time. Son decides to come back to the room to go to bed. Then at about 3 o'clock in the morning, daughter comes back to the room. And then
So then she goes out on the balcony with the sun. The sun's still up. They sit out there. Oh, yeah. What about tonight, BBB? Just talking about the evening. They're tipsy. They're happy.
Yeah.
He goes inside to go to bed. And according to the dad, she kind of fell asleep out on the lounge chair. And he saw her sleeping out there at like 5:30 in the morning. And then when he woke up at 6, she was gone. The door of the balcony was about 18 inches open. And he assumed that she had gone back out onto the ship to take photographs because she was taking pictures for her hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But her sleeping on the lounge chair is the last time anyone saw her.
Yes.
And
there were reports that she was seen by other cruise guests, like in an elevator with another man that was a suspicious person who
like
was
in the band. He played the
was
bass
in the band,
or whatever.
and there was video of him dancing with her, so people suspected that. But the story gets really mysterious when there were a few things that were really, I think, strange about this. One is when they reported her missing, the ship didn't do a lot to then secure the area. And they had this attitude of like, well, we don't want to disrupt everybody else's time aboard the cruise, so we're not going to bother everybody with this missing person thing. And she's probably somewhere, talk to us.
Just to say, though, that was something that I found interesting because the dad sort of, once he got up and got dressed, he was like, yeah, let me go find her. Couldn't find her anywhere. And it's 7 a.m., so just like an hour after he woke up, he goes to the crew and says, I want to have a page sent out for my daughter. Yeah. So it's 7 a.m. and they're like, it's so early. We don't want to wake everybody up because it goes on the intercom. It blasts into every room. And it's just been an hour or an hour and a half since he saw her. And I thought it was interesting that he reported her missing that fast. Because you'd have to really know your kid to know, like, something ain't right.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I didn't think of it. I didn't think of that part.
But they said, look for another half hour. If you don't find her, we'll do it. So, I mean, 7:30, I don't think that's unreasonable. I really don't.
That's fair.
But, I mean, in retrospect, it sucks.
I know. Right.
But at 7:30 or 8, they did do a whole boat page and they shut everything down and started looking for her.
Mm-hmm. And this is after now the boat has docked and some people have been allowed to get off the boat.
For like an
disembark.
excursion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so there's a report that they can't find her. They don't find her. The family ends up flying home. The search is on, and a lot of people, some people believe that she fell overboard. Some people believe she committed suicide. Some people believe that maybe there was some foul play that happened. And but then, as these reports are coming out of this missing person, there are also sightings of her in the local area where a taxi cab driver says to the dad, when the dad comes back searching in the island in Barbados, like, your daughter did not fall off that boat. She did not, she was not killed. She's on this island. And I've seen her. And then there was another man. There were two other, what I thought were pretty credible reports of sightings of her. And not only that, there were even photos.
The photos is what got me.
That, to me, I think she was like kidnapped and sex trafficked.
If there weren't photos, I would think, okay, well, people's memories are unreliable, even credible people.
Right.
And unfortunately, there are a lot of people with Looney Tunes tattoos. She had a Tasmanian devil tattoo.
Right.
And not like, I don't understand why, but evidently this is a thing people do. So like even that was sort of like, okay, well they thought, I don't know, they thought they saw her, but they probably didn't. But the photo is like,
that looks like
that's her.
That's her.
It like all done up and she's a les.
Yeah.
And she was an obvious les, if you ask me, because she had that hair.
Yeah.
Very, very short hair.
Yeah.
And sort of presented as somebody you'd be like, okay, she's not like looking for the deep ticket.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But in these photos of her, they were presenting as hot stuff like hookers. Scenario.
How did that happen? What do you think? What's your take? What do you think went on there?
All right. So your conclusion in the end is like you do think she was somehow got off the island or got off the boat, ended on an island, and was in the sex trade. That's your conclusion. Because it's not for me. Like I do go with Cam's razor here, where I'm like, she probably fell off the boat or whatever. But
here, oh God, the pictures are the thing that is the hardest.
I agree. Because that's her.
Looks so like her. So,
all right. So you think she probably did end up somehow on that island and in trouble.
What I took away from that documentary was, a lot of questions. Like I don't know or even have a good guess, but I do know one thing. I don't want to go on a fucking cruise anytime soon.
Don't.
Holy shit. You do not realize this documentary really helped inform me. This and the train wreck poop cruise.
Right. If that didn't convince you.
Yes. Really taught me a lot about what the laws are. So when you are on a cruise, you're in international waters. If you are on a cruise and a crime is committed, say you're on a cruise and you're sexually assaulted, you are not...
Nobody is going to care.
Nobody is going to care.
Yeah.
You are not awarded the same rights and
it's not U.S. law.
It's no law.
It's no
They
law.
cannot even question somebody on that ship without permission from the country of origin, which they don't have. And they always
they
pick
said think of it as its own
as,
country.
Yes.
And the only security is like these like mall cop types.
Oh my God.
And they are employed by Carnival or Royal Caribbean or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
They are not enforcing laws of any country other than Royal Caribbean or whoever.
Right. You have no protections on a
None.
cruise. Absolutely none. That is wild to me. And then I think about how scary it is. Like, I don't know the background checks that they do on those places. And to have children and take a child on a cruise and then let a kid go to like the kids play, like,
Yes, if you want a
center.
date night, that's where you take them. You take them to these little
I
like
can't.
kids areas.
Yeah. The kid center, like, I do not think that they are getting background checked, that they're getting fingerprinted, that they are looking to see if that person who's chosen to work in the kids club at the fucking, cruise is not a registered goddamn sex offender.
The one lady on there said, if you want to kill someone, take them on a cruise.
Yes. Holy fuck. And another thing, Suze, I'm pretty sure, knowing that the end all be all, like who we're answering to, if these are like their own little countries and like the president is like whatever cruise line, and the judge, jury, executioner is all like Royal Caribbean or whatever. They are not going to be big fans of any stories getting out. So I guarantee you we hear nothing that goes on.
They're great at the cover up.
I'm sure they are, with all that money that they have, with all and I bet there are crimes happening all the fucking time. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. I would not go on a cruise. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
If you've been on a cruise and you feel like you need someone to talk to, then this show is sponsored by BetterHelp, so you could contact them. But more importantly, if you have any struggles, whether it's stress or relationship or grief or just life on earth, they can help you because they have a gazillion professionals who specialize in all kinds of things that will allow you to get help from them from wherever you are, your house, your office, wherever. You don't even have to go anywhere.
Makes therapy accessible and convenient and easy, and we all need help.
We all need help, and we all need BetterHelp. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/BrainCandy. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BrainCandy. Why not? Doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah.
So your feeling is, it seems like from those pictures that somehow she ended up in this situation. I don't think it was that guitar player, though.
I don't either.
Okay.
I think maybe he knows something that he's not willing to talk about.
Yeah, because it messes up like a timeline.
Yeah.
Or something.
But I can imagine a situation where she was trafficked and for the first 5 years really believed that if she didn't do these things, if she didn't do this, like her parents were going to be killed.
Yeah.
And that they really used fear like that.
Yeah.
And then I could imagine if bad things came as a result, like if she did, maybe she got pregnant, maybe she had a child, maybe she, in order to manage a life like that, said, I have to just start doing drugs because that's the only way. And she is so far from her former identity and who she believes her parents and her brother and like loved ones believe she is. That shame might be so great.
That's wild to me.
It would be harder to go back and like go through that process of saying I did these things and this, almost like leaving a cult in a way.
Okay. When I watched it, I wanted you to help me. the family is so beautiful in their love for each other, and they are devoted. There is some, things that would be improved upon if this was 1998. Yeah, it was 1998. She came out to them. They didn't handle it the best.
No, they did not.
They were sort of like, well, that's not great. It was sort of like, stop doing that. So that, unsurprisingly, because of when it happened, like they weren't super stoked about having a gay daughter. But other than that, I think they were pretty much the model family.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since her disappearance, they have responded and probably dealt with their pain by throwing themselves into the search.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it's been 25 plus years, this is their life and the purpose of their life. They are maintaining her car that she bought right then because she was like a new adult.
Yeah.
Her Mazda Miata, they like polish it up all the time, keep it in the garage for when she comes back, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, of course, an element watching where you're like, okay, they're deluded.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also an element where you're like, that's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Holding on hope like that.
Yes, they love her so much that that's all that matters is getting their child back. And so I wondered what you feel about that.
I think that those kind of protective factors are good. I think that is that them memorializing her in that way or putting the energy into maintaining her possessions and all that
That's really
may
sweet.
be the glue that held that family together.
That's right.
That gives them something in a way, almost like you have like a common enemy sort of thing, or like you can lean on each other. It's especially
We're
like
not going to let
losing
that
ruin
us.
Yes. Sometimes losing a child, especially losing a child, can really drive a couple apart. There can be a lot of blame and a lot of finger pointing and a lot of like, well, you saw her last, or you should have done more, whatever, even if nobody's at fault. That it looks like the opposite happened here and that they were able to really turn towards each other.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a flip side to this. They might be the family that's really cautious of outsiders. They might be the family that didn't allow, like, okay, I would imagine that would be it's not a shocker that the son doesn't want to have kids
100%.
and he's not married.
That's
and he's
the
not,
red flag.
There you go. That's the other side of that, is that I don't know how to.
There's no room for anyone else.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like we're the unit and we're stuck in this moment. And because normally
Bingo.
if he had kids, that would be a really nice addition to the love.
We can't get out of this. We are
I know
now.
these types.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not as clear cut as you think at first blush.
Right. Fascinating.
Speaking of blush, by the way, I'm so psyched. This must have been like primed for me. Speaking of blush, you should get some at Thrive Cosmetics.
And primer. Yeah.
And primer. You should get some from Thrive Cosmetics because it's the best cosmetics in the world.
It is. And you know how I know? I'll tell you. Because other brands are starting to make their stuff turquoise. And when I go to stores and I'm like, you're trying to knock off Thrive.
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
It is a compliment.
But also,
we're on to you.
Don't mess with the
Just
original.
give up now.
Because it ain't the same.
Ain't gonna
you
happen.
Cannot even try with the Liquid Lash Extension Mascara. That's the one and only. I'm sorry.
The one and only. And now I've really been turned on to the Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner. Because this is so funny. I must have done it on accident recently, but I started like lining my eyes like all the way around. And I saw on video that it showed my blue eyes more. And I'm like, well, that's all I got going that I'm not buying. This is my real eye color. I got to highlight
that.
I kept getting compliments from strangers about my eyes, and I'm like, I cannot add enough now. And so anyway, the Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner is the go-to. So hey, maybe that's the trick, everybody. Maybe it's not the blue. Maybe it's the freaking Thrive. But anyway, I'm at least confessing that this is my attempt here.
That's exactly what makeup is for.
I know. I'm just like, hey,
what you got.
Woo,
Yeah.
Look. Anyway, maximize your look with minimal effort. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/braincandy for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMITICS.com/braincandy. And they donate to communities in need and help them thrive. And we love that. So wonderful company as well. All right. Last thing. Do we have like a little lasty basty? Let me see what I got.
Let me see. Yes, I do have something that. Oh yeah, I want to talk about this little treat thing.
Oh yes.
Okay, so I read this article. There were a few articles that were talking about this, but there's one I read that was in Self magazine, and it was talking about how there is this generational shift that financial, I don't know, like people in the finance world and maybe even like they're observing
the experts
that millennials and Gen Z are kind of rejecting this grit language, this like work harder, like my mom was like, yes. And this fear of punishment as a motivator, really. And instead, young people are responding to the promise of satisfaction and reward. And we are starting to incentivize things more and more. And what they use, the example they use is this like little treat.
Yeah, because this became like a joke on the internet about like, I did such and such as a treat.
Yes. And so at first glance, I think a lot of people kind of poo-poo this, like little treat thing as like, this is consumerism, that we are, I need to reward myself with a little treat. Yeah, I need to give myself a little treat, blah, blah, blah. But to me, it shows that we are so desperate for joy, that we are like trying everything we can to stimulate the reward centers of our brain in an attempt to regulate mood.
Yes.
In these uncertain times.
Yeah, I refuse to engage the bullshit because you've heard like a few years ago when millennials or whoever was being judged for wanting avocado toast, like that's why they can't afford homes.
This is the same vibes. Like that's like the vibe that some people are looking at this like little treat. So like some articles are written in the tone of like
you don't need a little treat. It's like, no, we actually do. And the thing is, even in the olden days, fucking Depression era, boomers, they all had little treats.
Right.
They weren't actually that little, as a matter of fact, because they could afford college and shit.
Yes. Yeah.
And
it was like a vacation. Like we have to now they're I'm even seeing this. What do they call it? Micro retirement.
I saw this.
I thought I was reading a fucking Onion article, Susie.
Yeah.
I thought this was a joke.
You take 1 to 2 weeks every 12 to 18 months and you call it a micro retirement.
That is what remember vacations? Remember
and like that isn't even enough.
Holy fucking shit. This is the idea. Like we're supposed to be okay with just like what is it for? Help me, help,
and that's the thing. The whole system is designed to make you feel like productivity is the virtue. But really, you're just trying to make some other bozo rich.
I hate it.
Of course they want you to believe this. Right. I'm all for it. Quiet quit, whatever.
Right.
This is bullshit. Like the bullshit. Income inequality and the gap therein, the complete dissolution of the middle class. Like, you can have your cappuccino.
Please.
We're
Right.
burning it all down. Like,
Right.
this is stupid.
Yeah.
For what?
For what? I totally agree.
And so fuck off with your condemnation about little treats.
Yes.
Fuck yourself.
Self Magazine is in agreement with us.
Eat good.
Yeah. They said this, it's kind of like emotional incense sticks for our overworked souls. That this is like a ritual that we need. And we need that. Like
It's so gross.
we have to chase life's little joys because they're few and far between.
I can't. It's so bad. Like, I gotta just let it go because I could go into a whole diatribe, but I think you get the gist of my point.
I do. So what I'm saying is indulge in the little treats.
Please.
Get the, I have been like if I want the cute shirt from, like the band shirt, like when I go to the concert, I'm getting the band
You always
shirt.
have to get merch.
I'm getting the merch. I'm getting that, like, it's that, you just do it because, like, who the fuck cares about anything?
It's so dumb. We are just all screwed. I did want to bring up one more thing, just like to lighten the mood.
Yeah. I love lightening the mood.
Can you smell ants?
Oh, I know what you mean, and I want to say yes, and they're peppery.
Yeah, and I smell them too, but some people can't smell them. And people that can't smell them think it's like made up that we can.
And here's the other thing. I'm going to do one even crazier. They smell different in different regions.
Oh, wow.
Some of them are lemony and some of them are peppery.
Oh, yeah. There is lemon ants in like Japan.
Yeah.
They say that like, and because they eat them, they put them on food.
But I've definitely smelt the difference between the two.
Okay. Well, evidently the non-ant smellers are like thinking this is like a conspiracy or whatever, but I can smell them.
And I want to go outside and smell it. What do you think they smell like? Peppery is my first
Earthy
answer.
would be the way that I would call it, but I know what you mean by peppery.
Yeah, it's earthy but peppery. I also heard that humans can detect rain better than a shark can detect blood in the water. That if you go through for like how many like parts per million it takes for us to be able to detect rain, it takes less parts per million for us to detect rain than it does for a shark to detect.
You mean the
blood in
smell of
water.
rain?
Yeah. Like to say, oh, it's raining outside versus a shark to say, oh, there's blood over there.
And you're telling me just based on smell or also vision?
Smell.
Oh.
You know, the smell of rain. It's a very
Yeah.
like specific, that smell is very, very strong. So I feel like humans are better smellers than we think that we are.
Well, that's a relief about the blood because those guys, they have real good PR. Like,
Yeah, they
about the
do.
blood
And I
thing.
also saw, this wasn't a scientific study, so I didn't bring any of the, I didn't like properly research this to talk about on here, but I did see this like non-scientific study that was conducted using animal blood and human blood and fish blood mammal blood and fish blood, and sharks are not as attracted to mammal blood as they are to fish blood. So you don't have to worry about
being on your period.
yeah, that's a real, that they approached the surfboard that had the mammal blood about the same as they approached a surfboard with like nothing on it.
Oh, okay.
But the one with the fish blood, they were all over.
They love it.
So it's
Okay, that's a relief.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, one more thing before we go. Do you remember the Long Island serial killer, that Gilgo Beach killer guy?
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about him on here before, whatever. But Peacock had this documentary that came out a little while ago, and it's not that great, but what I wanted to mention is that the family of the killer was in it. So the wife and his kids, and they don't think he did it.
Oh.
And so, you know, we all know about like sunken cost fallacy and like the ways that the brain can try to protect you from like, number one, feeling like an idiot, because this guy he definitely did it. And there's all this stuff, like even in their house, like he had his, like this dungeon room in the cellar that they weren't allowed in and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they talk
If
about
anybody
it.
in your family has a room that's padlocked and you're not allowed to go in, please
If there's
call
an
the police.
off limits room,
Please call the police right now.
because why?
Why?
Because like the daughter was like, we just thought like he kept his guns in there and he wanted to. Okay, but like, why would it be like a bank vault type of door?
I can't. Okay, plausible
So
deniability.
I
got
get,
it.
yeah, like,
Sunk cost fallacy. Got it.
and like, on one hand, I understand it, where you feel like this woman loves him and she doesn't want to believe that he's this guy, and that there's all sorts of things that you would feel if you knew that you were tricked and that he lied to you and your whole life is a sham. And by the way, he only killed people when they were away. The wife and kids were on vacation. So all of the murders happened during these family vacations that he stayed home.
Okay, come on.
So like you'd have to believe all of that is like coincidence. So on one hand, I get it.
Yeah.
Because it's like sucks.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, do you think deep inside
Yeah.
it's like the Amy Bradley thing where it's like,
Yeah, in a way, like deep down they know, but I think that the brain, here's what I know. The brain goes to extreme lengths to protect itself. That its number one job is to keep us safe. And it will do that through whatever means necessary. And I have seen this before, not in this extreme of a case, but I have seen people denying evidence that's right in front of their face because of what the truth would mean for their own psyche.
Like self-worth?
Yeah, self-worth, all of that. Like what that means. That house of cards then comes falling down, and that is too much to entertain like one part of that, to accept even one part of that. It's like pulling a string that then everything comes unraveled. Who am I? The brain will do like, if you were taught to ride a bike by the same guy who's a serial killer, your brain won't know how to like wrap itself around, like, how could you teach me to ride a bike and then murder somebody? I don't understand how you could keep me safe over here, but then kill these people over here. That's too hard for us to
and like
fathom.
we never seem to get anywhere with like all of the cases of like seemingly normal people who are doing this. Have families, normal jobs. Like, we never get to the place where, like, oh, yeah, it turns out, like, there's plenty of people that are doing this and otherwise living normal lives.
No, we can't. No, we can't even entertain that.
Why?
We have to protect ourselves from those thoughts. The brain, because that's the brain's job. And it will. When my mom had her accident and fell out of that building, I thought it's so interesting that her brain took away her memory for 24 hours. Like, not took it away just for 24 hours. I mean, said, nope, this is too difficult for you to even think about. We're going to go ahead and wipe that from your memory because you can't handle that. So it erased a day that she'll never get back no matter how much she tries to think about it. That is for one accident that she then recovered from, that she's fine, there wasn't anybody. So, and I watched her brain do that. That was so interesting to me to see that happen. Like, to see her try to remember things and not be able to, and have the moments right leading up and then right afterwards, and just the way the brain did that, it showed. And then I kept on trying to imagine what happened, and my therapist said, and that was causing me so much distress. Imagining what would happen, I would cry to my therapist, like, I just can't deal with the thought of my mom, the image of my mom on the ground laying there for 2 hours with nobody there to help is too much. My therapist is like, then why are you thinking about it? Don't entertain that thought. Her brain is not even allowing her that thought because it recognizes that's too much for a person to handle. We're going to go ahead and snip that one for you. And so if that's happening there, it makes me think that our brains are doing this in a lot of other situations that we have maybe internalized or processed as being too overwhelming for our human mind to entertain. I don't know.
It must be, because they
Watch the
seem
best I
pretty reasonable otherwise.
Right. It's protective. And I watched my grandparents do it for my dad.
Yeah.
I
would do that for sure
Right.
if it were my kid.
Right. You just make up some, your brain wouldn't let you. I would do the same. I would do, no.
Nah.
Because the love that I have for this person can't possibly exist at the same time as the evil that person did towards other people. That can't. Too hard. That's why you have to go to a therapist.
Well, if people are into that particular true crime story, they might enjoy that doc. But other than that part, which you can then skip the first whole episode, and if the only thing you want to hear about is like the family and their perception of what happened, but I don't recommend it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just sort of like, what the fuck? No thanks. I like the one about the victims better, because the victims and their families were really lovely and whatever. That was way more normal.
It's so hard.
Anyway, that was fun. We did a little tag team.
That was fun. That's great.
Yeah, what a treat.
Yes.
Thank you all for listening. Check out all of our coupon codes and partners on thebraincandypodcast.com, and go to patreon.com/braincandy for all our reality TV challenge interview scenarios.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.